We've been in the virtual assistant business for more than a decade. So here are our tips and tricks on how to hire virtual assistants from the Philippines. Hey everyone, it's Linh here, CEO and founder of Outsourcing Angel, and today I want to talk about why we hire VAs from the Philippines and how to hire a VA, as well as how to onboard them into your business. So let's start with why we mainly focus on the Philippines virtual assistants. Well, from my personal experience, I've worked with VAs from so many different countries, only to either not be satisfied with their work output, attitude, and I've even been ghosted before as well. It took a lot of trial and error before I realized that VAs that ended up being my loyal and long-term employees were mostly from the Philippines. And statistically, did you know that almost 13% of VAs around the world are from the Philippines too? This is because it's a highly sought after job in the Philippines, and also because the affordable cost of living and cultural similarities to Western countries like Australia, making it easier for business owners like you to find your perfect VA. But if you want more info, you can always watch a video I did about why outsource to Filipino VAs. So now let's talk about how to hire your VA. At Outsourcing Angel, we have a proven system that has allowed us to find, filter, recruit, and retain the best of the best from the Philippines. And here are our tried and tested steps. Number 1, create a strategy map. Now, a strategy map acts as your business guidelines on how a VA could add value to your business. You'll need to outline the following things in your strategy map. Business needs, what your VA's tasks and responsibilities will be. List all the repetitive day-to-day tasks first, and then the ad hoc tasks that you would like to outsource. Work days and hours. Will you hire someone part-time or full-time? What hours of the day will they need to work in your time zone? Skills and requirements. What level of experience do you need your VA to have? Do they need to have perfect written and verbal English because they'll be client-facing? Even think about their required software, tools, and internet speed. Attributes. What personality traits are important to you in order to be a good cultural fit into your business? Work perks. What work perks, benefits, and bonuses are you willing to offer your VA to make their job more enticing? At Outsourcing Angel, we're the ones that provide your VAs with bonuses like health cover, annual company trips, staff bonuses, and rewards. Well, these things keep your VA motivated and happy, and we do it at no extra cost to you. Timeline. And lastly, do you require a VA to start right away? Sharing your timeline to start will assist in setting the right expectations. Now, if you're still watching and thinking, oh my God, I have no time to put together this strategy map, well, these are the sorts of things that we can handle for you. If you book a free discovery call with us, you just have to tell us what you're looking for in a VA, and we'll put together a strategy map and proposal for you to review and approve before we start recruiting VAs that tick all your boxes. Number 2, list the VA job. Now, once you've crafted your strategy map, in order to start receiving applicants, you'll need to list the VA job in places like job boards, job sites, Facebook groups, LinkedIn, JobStreet, Indeed. There are both free and paid options, and either way, you can expect hundreds of applicants coming through. But the challenge now is to sift through all those unqualified applicants, which can be extremely time consuming. Now, the benefit of hiring through a VA agency like us is that we already have an existing talent pool of trusted VAs that have successfully completed our rigorous screening process before they're even considered for our shortlist. I'll tell you about our screening process in 2 more steps. This is how we ensure that we're only putting forward only our best candidates. Number 3, request work samples. Now, when you have your shortlist ready, you should now contact these candidates and request any work samples. For example, we would usually ask the candidates to provide examples of any social media assets that they've designed or a screenshot of a content calendar before we consider them for a social media virtual assistant interview. We like to also request a video introduction to evaluate the VA on their communication skills, because we think that having regular video meetings with your VA is very important. Number 4 is VA interviews. Now it's interview time. If you're unsure of what type of questions to ask your VA in the interview, we actually have a list of interview questions that you can download for free. Check the video description for the link below. Alright, so our VA interview process is broken into 2 stages. Stage 1 is the panel interview. Now, this interview is conducted by our HR manager, general manager, and a subject matter expert. Our HR manager and general manager have been with us since the beginning of Outsourcing Angel 10 years ago, so you can rest assured that they're going to cover the most crucial criteria from level of experience, motivation for working with a company, home office setup, backup technology plans, and even personality and problem-solving skills. While the subject matter expert is a VA that is experienced in the exact same role for a number of years with a client. They know exactly how clients like to work with VAs and the type of day-to-day tasks involved in the role in order to test the candidates on their technical skills. Now, stage 2 is client interview. Now, after the candidate passes the panel interview stage, their profile will be put forward to you to review and decide if you'd like to proceed with a client interview. Now, our HR manager will facilitate the interview to make sure you don't miss out on any important details when you meet the VA in a video call. We recommend that you have Zoom, Google Meet, or Microsoft Teams ready for the interview. Now, if you don't have an agency like us to conduct this type of 2-stage interview with your VA, you'll have to simply interview your shortlisted candidates one by one and hope that they're able to meet your standards when they work. But if you'd rather save yourself from wasted time and energy on the wrong candidates, well, book in that free discovery call and we'll take all your candidates through our rigorous interview process. It's the safer option for all. Number 5 is technical and personality tests. You need to make sure that this candidate can not only talk the talk, but they can walk the walk. So we recommend you to conduct a personality test. There are a range of personality tests online that you can use to give you an idea of your virtual assistant's underlying values and approach to work. And also conduct a technical test. Now, if you want your candidate to complete a technical test, such as design a social media post, for example, that will help you to understand if they can work with your preferences. Number 6 is VA onboarding. Now, once your virtual assistant from the Philippines has stood the test, then it's time to properly onboard your new team member. If you go through Outsourcing Angel, our team will actually prepare training videos and meet with your VA to ensure that they understand the way your company works and all the intricacies of your business and what's expected of them, so that when they come to you, they're ready to be assigned tasks. In fact, Jenny Din, the founder of CoLab Space in Sydney, recently told us in this YouTube video here that when the VA came on board, it was like she had already been working at her business for 2 to 3 weeks. This is because we took care of the training and onboarding already. Her virtual assistant Maria looks after her social media and admin, but is now even assisting in lead gen because she's hit the ground running. Now, that's exactly what we want for you as well. That includes giving them access to company accounts, providing them with a contract, and introducing them to the rest of the team if you have one. Now, when our team onboards VAs, we don't just show them the ins and outs of your business, we make sure to show them your mission and vision, core values, short and long-term goals, platforms to use, communication preferences, setting up with tools, platforms, and logins. Now, in addition to this, every VA and client paired is also assigned a virtual office manager, or VOM, who is an experienced VA at Outsourcing Angel in charge of overseeing your VA's quality of work and communication with you in the first month. This ensures that there are no miscommunications and that we're meeting your expectations. 7. Ready to work. And finally, once the VA has completed the onboarding process, they're ready to work. Now, if you're managing this yourself, you'll need to make sure that your onboarding process is top-notch so that the first tasks you assign to your VA will run smoothly. Now, if you're using an agency like us, then our VOM will inform you that your VA is now ready for their first day of work. Our team guides both the client and VA on how to work together with setting up the daily huddles, end-of-day routines, and more, so that as the client, you don't feel like you're alone to figure it all out. To put it simply, we just want to see you matched up with the most amazing virtual assistants in the world, and we know where to find them. Now, if you don't want to figure it out all on your own, simply visit outsourcingangel.com to get started today. Otherwise, I'll see you again in the next video.